Hello and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2 with me, Barden. So, we found a statue. We're going to have a quick check of it.
The statue is a striking sight, a sizzling blue totem on a blood-red isle. Even stranger, a shard of polished iron peeks from under the statue's base. There's something hidden beneath this massive sculpture.
The hymnal you found described a burning guardian such as this. Let's sing the melody written within.
The hymn twines around the effigy like a fine thread. Guardian burning bright with sourceful flame, abide the sacred call, reveal the godsless hall. Winged keeper, song doth bid you break. The priest shall scry the demon's lies, the chains await their captive. From stone to dust, from stone to dust.
Like a child.
Wow! We blew it up, so there's a hatch there. Okay. Don't really want to go down the hatch just yet, because we want to. Oh, don't go there. We want to go speak to the advocate first. So there are people wandering. Yeah, there are. Look, there's people wandering around down there. Okay, so let's avoid you.
Hello, beautiful.
Oh, or maybe not.
I was wondering when you were going to arrive.
Hi.
A tri-forked tongue licks blood-red lips as she drinks you in.
What I wouldn't give. Such a pity that you are expected. Go, the advocate would speak to you. Until later, delicious.
Okay, well, thank God we didn't have to fight you. I'm sure they would just kick the absolute shit out of us. What's this story with this statue?
The blazing blue flame seems to burn your finger the moment you touch the statue, and you yank it back in pain. Somehow, though, your skin is unblemished.
Okay.
Yet the discomfort remains.
Let's try singing again.
The hymn twines around the effigy like a fine thread. Guardian burning bright with sourceful flame, abide the sacred call, reveal the godsless hall. Winged keeper, song doth bid you break. The priest shall scry the demon's lies, the chains await their captive. From stone to dust, from stone to dust.
Cool. Another one blew up. Nice. Now, where exactly is the advocate? Okay, so the advocate should be down here. Malady. There's the advocate. Let's go to speak to the advocate.
Okay,
We should speak to Malady as well.
The lizard's eyes are dark as polished coal, void of all light. A faint frost seems to cover the cracked and broken scales around his mouth.
You have a reputation for both malfeasance and chaos.
Yeah, that's us.
Imagine my surprise when it took you so long to find your way here. I see the miasma surrounding our islet certainly did not hinder you.
No, it didn't.
Well, here you stand, in the flesh, so to speak. And a finer collection of corpusculae I never have seen. I trust you are not opposed to a mutually beneficial accord between civil and gentle persons.
It greatly pleases me to speak to a fellow lizard with such a fine tongue as yours. No doubt, and no doubt noble head.
Likewise, I am sure. But I am not here to bandy niceties. Our situation is somewhat less than ideal.
Okay.
I am here at the behest of my master to offer you a simple exchange. An offer of aid for the promise of aid. The epitome of civil reciprocity. You and he possess a common foe. The power behind the Voidwoken has made our lives hell, so to speak. Since the Divine Order unleashed death fog against the Black Ring and those darling woodland creatures. And as the gods have shirked their duty, perhaps we could come to a mutually beneficial arrangement pertaining to both of our objectives. Indeed, I can offer you the source channel that you seek forthwith, as a gesture of good faith.
No, we've already done that bit, so we don't need that. Okay, well, let's agree but we do have some questions first.
Indeed, the creatures that strut about this realm so often do. Very well. I can see them straining against your fangs. Unleash them, Godwoken. Ask your questions.
Okay, this is a bit suspicious. Why are you going to help us?
Because it is expeditious to do so. My master would have this isle cleared as quickly as possible.
The lizard looks about to make sure no one else can hear, leans in and whispers conspiratorially.
And, if you are to become the new divine, I would much rather be an ally than a foe. After all, the power you wield will be as a great sword to my master's butter knife. There are legions that would follow you, myself included. Your power would be unfathomable. Assuming, of course, you take it for your own.
What exactly do you want to do?
My master has been troubled by the presence of the Void as it creeps ever forward, encroaching on areas in which he himself once ruled supreme. None more so than this island. There is a tree at this island's core which has special significance to my master. Think of it as hallowed, sacrosanct ground. But the black ring maggots writhe all about its trunk. And you will exterminate these termites. It is simplicity itself, in truth.
What reward can you offer me that would justify siding with a demon?
Why, the only thing you truly desire. Or certainly the only thing you truly need. I will reveal unto you the location of the Council of Seven.
How could you possibly know that?
My master has dealt with many of your ilk. Small-minded creatures with a hunger for power, out to save themselves or loved ones or the world, some fantasy or another. But all are willing to strike a covenant if it means their success. One was even willing to give up the location of this council to earn my master's
I see.
How felicitous that you merely have to spill a little blood to earn the same.
Tell me about your master. Who do you serve?
My master's identity is of no practical consequence in this matter. You need concern yourself with nothing barring the truth that my master always honors his vows. Your smoldering, half-demon pet can attest to that.
Huh. Talking about Lose, I guess. Okay. What business do you have with Malady?
She is the one that comes to me, helm in hand, in a sad attempt to beg and snivel her way out of previous and quite binding contracts.
I see.
Alas, I am not at liberty to say more. My master values privacy above all else. He would not take it kindly if he discovered I had been indiscreet.
Okay, very well. We accept your offer. We're ready to learn to channel more source, even though we can't. But
A most excellent decision. Alas, I fear in my excitement I overspoke and potentially promised more than my meager means are able to provide. Your ability to channel source has sadly already passed the limits of my means. Although let it not be said that I ever shirked my duty. If I cannot gift you one boon, I shall gift you another. It would be such a shame to see this source be simply left languishing in its current vessel after all. There is neither enigmatic lore nor magical jewel required to open the channels of source. It is enough to seize it with sufficient force of will, to know that all creatures are nothing but source and vain hope.
You feel the pull of a far-off connection. You feel the dungeon, the red organic tendrils binding you. Your ears are filled with screams, and you're surprised to find they are your own.
okay, let's accept the screams and persevere. We can feel the stirring of source inside us.
Cold pain shoots through your veins, sharp and quick, but cleansing. You can feel your body opening up, filling with the promise of power as your ability to channel source swells.
Okay,
Oh, what delectation. Why waste such power on flesh when it can be trapped in the pages of a tome?
interesting.
Now, tell me, is there anything further in which you yearn to be enlightened?
Who's behind the Voidwoken?
One may ask, one may inquire, but one should be eternally wary of what one demands.
Well, I still demand it.
And one should heed that twicefold for information like this. There is power in names, power far, far in excess of your mortal limits. I'll not deliver that power unto him.
You will tell me. I can be very persuasive if pushed. Oh, no, failed.
Have your ears been found defective, or do you simply lack the wit to comprehend? I will not speak that name.
Okay, well, let's take our leave then. And then let's have a chat with you.
Did you hear what he said? The death fog ushered in the rise of the Voidwoken, and whatever gruesome power controls them. Every day, we learn more of the ills of the death fog that I carried for Lucian.
We know.
And now we learn it also birthed something awful. Something that plagues every corner of the world.
Listen, if you didn't know, okay, it's Lucian's fault, not yours.
Iffin's eyes blaze with rage, and his fists are clenched so tightly the knuckles are white. As he howls his anger free, you hear the echoing howl of his trusty soul wolf. Together they roar in tandem, grief, loss, and rage. When Iffan is howled hoarse, you feel his anger slink away like a whipped cur. Yet his soul wolf remains.
Let's go. Redemption's not won by sitting still.
Okay, does he now permanently have... No, 7 turns? Okay. I thought he might have permanently had his source wolf now, which would be cool. Right, where's Malady gone to?
Should not sully those honeyed lips. All will be well.
Let's have a chat with some people.
You're here to work. Are you also here to trade? I have much to show.
Who are you?
I trade, you have coin. I have wares, nothing else matters.
Okay. Weren't you talking to Malady earlier? What did she want?
Your friend wanted a new deal. Wanted to renegotiate terms.
I see.
We have a wager. Some say she succeeds. Some say not. What say you?
I'd be interested in a friendly wager.
Good. Tell me, how do you bet? For the half-blood or against?
I can't decide without details. What's she trying to renegotiate? No.
She's your friend, not mine. You want to know her business? Ask her.
Okay, I'm gonna bet on Malady. I can't imagine her not getting her way.
Good. Now, see what happens. Until then, do you wish to trade?
Yep. Let's see what you have.
Look, do not touch. Not until you fatten my purse.
Okay.
See you again. Perhaps.
Bit meager, but I suppose you are stuck here. No knockdown arrowheads, which is unfortunate. Some pixie dust. Not sure what we use that for though. Puffball, trumpet of death. Empty canister. Empty perfume bottle. Superior dust. Okay, what are these? Blank. Okay, they're all blank skill books. Not really anything that you're selling that we really want. That could be nice, maybe for him. Let's see, +2 strength, +3 constitution, 10 water, 1 two-handed. Okay, retribution. We can put in the masterwork rune as well. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So let's switch him onto that. Let's grab that. Then let's offer you any wares that we have. Okay, and then Sovereign Orb. This intricate design orb is festooned with swirls of gold and looks like it costs a pretty penny. In delicate script is written, the gold bestows health on those who reject material possessions. Sure they do. Okay, well let's... yeah, let's just offer you cash and do that. Okay, and then we can end there. He can swap out his gear. Let's do this, then manage wounds on this. Okay. And manage wounds on this. That one, there we go. Now we do have a large frost room. And we have this one as well. That'd be good for... There we go. Maximum physical armor is what he gets out of that. Okay. Now, that can pop down here, and we can check against you. Okay. So that's going to wares. Now, let's check out this compared to what he has. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to stick with what he has for now.
That is all we need.
Right, so let's check here. Okay, some gold. So chat with you.
The hulking warrior's eyes dart about in panic, but his voice is loud and strong, even if it does not quite match the movement of his lips.
You have been summoned. Go do your duty, now.
Yeah, shut up, you. Right, where's Malady? Anybody seen Malady? Yeah, good. There's Malady down there. Okay. Hey, Malady. I want to have a chat with you. She's probably the best to talk to.
Ah, there you are, and with just the little demonic host I've been looking for. You don't mind if I have a word with Ms. Losa, do you?
Alright, go ahead.
I was just curious about the progress of your little hunt.
I met your old buddy Jahan, if that's what you mean.
I don't have buddies. I have associates.
Well, he seemed pretty buddy-buddy to me.
So, did he help you with the, matter at hand?
He's putting me through my paces. I have a few more hoops to jump through before he'll help me.
Nothing in life is free, I suppose. Make sure you do jump them, Losa. You won't be sorry.
Cool. So can I re-talk to you?
Oh, it's you.
Wouldn't expect to meet you here.
I don't see why not. I've got business all around the realm, same as you.
What business are you tending to now?
None of yours, thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, actually, we know about your little contract. Is that what you're attending to here?
Her eyes suddenly flash with fury, then fade back to normal.
We'll discuss this later. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Huh. Why did we bet on you, huh? Should have betted against you.
The tree is surrounded, and the advocate has us skipping stones.
Okay, let's chat with you.
Dark words should not sully those honeyed lips.
Your attention is appreciated, sir, but misplaced. You...
Kill the bastard! Wear his skin! Dance in his hands!
The elf's face, twisted in a grotesque rage, slowly calms.
I beg your pardon. You need to speak to the advocate, the lizard by the table. He is waiting.
We've already spoken to him. Okay. Let's check what's down here.
Smell the blood and rot. No good has ever graced this place.
There's a crazy statue. Oh, look at this. Hi there. Okay, we can't get there. There is a thing here though.
The lever part of the lock mechanism seems to be missing. There is no prise with which to open the door.
Try to fix it. Wait, oh, what did we do? Where did it go?
The lever part of the lock mechanism seems...
So what will we do? Maybe a bit of metal? Sharp piece of metal? No? Okay. Needle. Sinew. No, we're just guessing now. Okay. So we'll have to find out how the hell we do that. Now, let's check this.
The chains bind their captive. The chains bind their captive.
Okay. Guess we don't talk to you yet. Let's come over here and use spirit vision. Ah, hello.
A trembling spirit wrings his hands, his eyes darting around the room. They settle on you.
What are you doing here? What do you want? You mustn't linger. You mustn't remain.
We mean no harm.
One must not mean harm to do it. Please, go.
How did you get here?
His hands shake. He clears his throat.
As a priest, I had a patient. A dastardly demon held him in its grasp. The demon absorbed all his pain, in exchange for his soul. I was certain we'd only diminish the demon by overwhelming my patient with pain. I planned to torture the demon until it gave up its grip over the poor fellow. I began in earnest, but his cries pierced my heart. Even if the treatment could save him, I hadn't the stomach nor the soul for it. So I lied to the others. I told them there was no helping him. I told them to seal us down here, where he could do no harm, where I could guard his prison.
I see.
Better one soul damned than two.
Can you help banish the demon that plagues his former patient?
This demon gluts itself on pain. Only the utmost torture would draw him forth. I couldn't do it. I refused to subject myself or my comrades to such barbarism.
Well, luckily we don't have such morals as you, so maybe we can do it instead.
If you've the stomach for such an ungodly task, I won't keep you from it. Perhaps you could inflict the pain that's needed. But it is a devil's business. We broke the lever for the door when we locked him inside, so that none would ever attempt to free him. No matter what, the demon itself must not be freed. The horrors he would wreak upon our world.
Okay, so how exactly do we fix this lever?
It's the silver shaft that's missing. There's an anvil where silver can be properly melted. That ought to do it.
Okay, let's take a lever. So we have silver, and we'll take that. Thank you. You should have been doing it though. Yeah, we have silver, and we did find a forge, so maybe we do that. And then we've got to find an anvil somewhere. I don't see an anvil here. Let's just check though. Torn diary pages. Oh, we'll definitely take those. Take 1, 2, 3. Okay, where's the 4th one? Over here. 4. Okay. Now let's read those. Books. There we go. Okay, let's start here. The note. The crumpled note is covered in numbers and letters, written in a long curling hand. 15 right, 34 left, 23 right, 35 right, 9 right, 16 left, 33 left, 45 right, 51 left, 1 left. Okay.
It seems to be the code to a safe.
It does.
Better hang on to this.
Yep. Among the many recommendations this city guide makes is a visit to the Kem Gardens, which is a bloom with rare flowers and foliage, some with quite unusual properties. Sadly, it seems an invitation from Lady Kem may be required. Okay, let's read this. The letters pulse as if possessing a heartbeat and glows with pale light. Children of the God King, the priests are in disarray and the tree is soon to give up its secrets. It is time to descend upon Blue Moon Island. The demons would bar the way with death fog, but I dare say the unliving among you should have no trouble passing, nor should those with a gift for surviving such toxins. Go! It is your desire and your duty. The missive is signed with a single letter S. Okay? Let's read this. It's time. There isn't any more I can do. I can only pray that it was enough. May the gods forgive me. Okay. The chains at least seem to be holding. There were some moments of concern, but the columns do their work. No soul shall escape this room. The more time I spend here, the less sure I am of this. Where does the demon stop? Where does the victim begin? They certainly don't seem to like it when the body is threatened, though. Okay. Let's read this one. Extreme precautions must be taken to ensure the security of the vaults. The demons seem at times on the verge of breaking through their chains. Should such an eventuality take place, we must prevent them from escaping. The levers that could open the doors must be broken. Okay. So that is everything. Let's just make doubly sure. Okay. Now we're going to head back out. Okay, and then there is another place that we uncovered. Where was it though? Over here? Yeah, blazing sculpture, so. Over here. Ah, there we are. Okay. Let's go there and check. Okay, now what's down here? Delusions of grandeur. Okay, let's check our journal for that. Journal. There we go. Delusions of grandeur, please. Here we are. Okay. We have entered a vault that lies beneath a blazing sculpture. Now to see what's sealed inside. Okay. There's someone there. Oh, that's to the same. That's a different person than we saw on the other side, isn't it? So who are you? You are Rajirima? Not sure. Let's see what we can loot. Apparently nothing. But I see a lot of pots, or vases, should I say. Nothing there. Nothing. Oh, there's a book in that one. Let's go back. No, not you. This one. Oh, this one. There we go. Okay, we'll take that. Nothing there. Then on that side, a couple. Note. And you. Oh, okay. It's nice. Some gold as well. Let's see what this says.
From stone to dust, from stone to dust.
Okay, and then here there's another Broken lever.
The lever part of the lock mechanism seems to be missing.
Okay. So that's the same as the other one then. Alright, let's head on out. Oh, check there first. Ah! Nice, that was bloody lucky. Let's identify this. Probably not as good as what he has, but still. Let's see. It's exactly the same as what he has. We do have lifesteal on it, but it's pretty much the same crossbow. Right, well, let's pop it up here because we're not going to use it. And add to ours. But that's a pretty lucky find. Now, out we go. So far, no fights really in this one, but it is probably going to be a story-heavy episode anyway. Now, there is another thing that I wanted to check. I want to get to this hatch here. So that means going back a bit this way. Yeah. Let's go down here. Wait, is that's the hatch that we found before? That's not the one I want. Yeah, I want to go... Oh, shouldn't have done that. I'm going to go along this way. Keep going over here. Can we get up there? I read somewhere that there should be another hatch in a little building here, so maybe we don't have the wits for it. Who's the highest wits anyway? We don't really... She's got 12, 14, 14. Ah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe we need higher wits to get that. Well, bear with me for a second. I'm probably going to go... Actually, let's go and do this first. And I'm going to go and, I think, go to Lady Vengeance and maybe put someone's wits up higher, just at least temporarily.
A war owl swoops down from the sky and delivers a message for the Red Prince.
Oh, okay, so maybe you won't cut it because we got this.
Red Prince, I am the one who has been hunting you, but you cling to life all too tenaciously. We must speak of the reason for your expulsion from the ancient empire, and we must speak of the Red Princess.
Wait, no, because you're the arsehole that's trying to kill me, so why would I want to speak with you exactly?
Find me on the Nameless Isle at the Temple of Zor Stissa. In the presence of the goddess, let war and shadow meet.
Okay, interesting. Now, let's get over here. We haven't talked to Garrett in ages.
Keep distant. My own demons haunt me too closely. I cannot also bear the burden of yours.
Okay.
I can provide.
We need to go down again then, don't we? Yeah, here. Okay, and then where is the mirror? Ah, there it is. Okay. Right, so attributes. Let's drop your memory down. finesse and your constitution. I'm going to up your wits. That should definitely be enough. Okay, we accept that. Then while we're here, so I'm going to come back again off camera and put him back to pretty much the way he was. But for you, I do want to do something. I want to drop your intelligence by 1. Oh no, I don't actually. I want to go to your abilities. I want to drop your arrow thirds by 1 and increase your summoning. Because then she'll be able to get the champion. That should give her the champion when she does her summons. Okay. And then we are now going to waypoint. So what was it called? Blood Moon Island. There we go. Let's travel there. And then just want to go back to where we were. So that's here. So his wits should, like I was seeing pictures, there should be a hatch here. So he should spot it. Maybe we need to do something with the torch.
What's this?
Yeah, there we go.
I found something.
Well done. Okay, so he's done that. Now, I'll be back soon.
Expert warriors for hire, all seasoned in combat. They won't let you down.
Okay, so I've redesigned him like this. Hopefully his finesse isn't going to be a problem in terms of wearing gear and stuff. We stacked him in strength, and I'm keeping his wits at 15, just in case we need a higher one in the future. Okay, and he seems to be okay with his gear. Let's just check though. Yeah, because all this stuff is strength based. Okay, so hopefully he's going to be doing more damage. We're now going to waypoint our way back to the island and then go to that hatch. Oh, we need everyone else though. So you guys go and join them. Okay, and let's pop everyone together. There we go. And then we just need to make our way up to the hatch, which is over here. Okay. Right, so let's come over here and pop down this hatch, see what the story is. And that's appropriate since this is a story-heavy episode. The next one is definitely going to be fighting, because we're going to have to get rid of those guys around the tree. Then we pop.
Volumes upon volumes. I can't imagine the vastness of knowledge recorded here.
Wow. Looking good. Okay. So let's start checking. About radical measures. Okay. Actually, you should be doing most of the checking. Medical report. Nothing. Nothing there. Nothing. Over here, buddy. Okay, some more books. There. Onslaught skill book. Cool. You way down. Oh wow, fine tunic. But we'll take it. It's not that like we need it, but we'll take it. And we got some nice new leggings. Okay, I'm gonna keep checking the bookshelves. And I guess that pile of books in a second. Yeah, it's a nice little find in here.
I've spotted something.
Oh, cool. Oh! It's not a real wall. So does the chair open the... I bet you if we use that chair, we're just going to sit on it. Nothing there. Let's grab that. Okay, have we checked everything that we can now? Oh, there's a picture over here. And more piles of books to check as well. We will spirit vision after we read all the books, I think. Oh, Dwarven Dagger, interesting. Stardust, Map's Paw, okay. Tales of the Seven Gods, we'll definitely take that. Nothing there. Another row of books. Note in there. Anything else kind of hidden in corners? I'm sure there is. Let's do this. Inkpot, Tales of the Seven Gods. Take that. We will check your body. Okay, and take those. Now, let's get to reading. Right, books. Let's start with this one. Incurable cases should be handled with the utmost reverence and care. It is no small thing to commit two souls to the vault. Yes, two, the possessed and the priest to watch after them, from this life into the next. Hallowed be those who sacrifice themselves for this purpose. Okay, let's read this. There was once a brilliant inventor who created a herb called Augmenter, but when his wife ate it, her body inflated and suffered a terrible temper. This is a very well-known limerick, after which the inventor tried to change the composition of the plant so that it wouldn't enlarge people anymore. However, it did retain its amplifying capabilities. It's now often used by bartenders to their elite drunks, without actually watering them down. A good brewmaster knows how to make this work with potions too. Okay, cool. Let's read this one. This was a most difficult case indeed. The demon who had attached itself to this particular soul fed on pain. There was no amount of suffering the individual could endure that did not cause the demon the greatest joy. In the end, it was safer and more humane to commit both the soul and the demon to the vaults. The elegant script adorning each page of this book takes your breath away, but you lack the scholarly knowledge to decipher it. Below each stanza is a staff you presume to be musical notation, but it too is beyond your understanding. Okay? So who has the highest wits? Okay. He's the highest wits now, but I don't think even he can understand it with that. Where was it? Was it this one? Opening the book, you read a description of attempts to exorcise a child. It seems the priests were quickly overwhelmed by the demons within. They were never able to find even an echo of the child's soul. Okay. Graceful script and precise musical notation decorate each page of this beautifully bound hymnal. Not even every scholar could comprehend its meaning, but you are able to decipher it. The taming of the holy fire. Guardian burning bright with soulful flame. Abide the sacred call. Reveal the godless hall. Winged keeper, song doth bid you break. The priest shall scry the demon's lies. The chains await their captive. From stone to dust, from stone to dust. Okay? Let's read this one. Okay, we read that one before. How about this one? A volume about elven society and customs. It speaks of an ancient ritual, not witnessed since before the Great War. Accounts detail how fiery and stormy clouds were often seen above the ritual site, and that afterwards the ground there was sodden with blood and frozen in places. Despite the warmth of the summer, the author concludes by saying that there is little proof to support these anecdotes. Okay, now let's read this. This should be interesting. The dark present encroaches. Let this journal serve then as a monument to truth, a rare treasure in a world built on lies. To whomever reads this, please know, we only intended to protect, never harm. No priest I know would see the innocent suffer. Bloodmoon Island's very purpose was to keep Rivellon safe, to exorcise and cleanse, to relieve demon-infested souls wherever we might find them. Not every victim is so easily purified. These are the unlucky ones, destined to ride eternally, vessels for demons, too stubborn to return to the plane they call home. Elenessa was one such vessel. Deva brought the elf sorcerer here. She was limp, glass-eyed, silent. We all felt the presence when we drew near. We knew such darkness could never be cast out. She would be banished to the vaults, along with the priest unlucky enough to shackle her. But it was never to be. Deva had tired of seeing brothers and sisters sacrificed. He performed the exorcism on Elenessa himself, in spite of our protests, in spite of our prayers, and so the shadow was released. Elenessa did not survive the exorcism, but I take some comfort in knowing an ancestor tree will grow where she fell. Okay, so that tree is somehow connected to her. Okay. As for Deva, I do not know his fate. I rushed to the archive, knowing the presence must never be allowed to sing the hymn and enter the vaults. Yet I have found but one, where the rest may be. I can't be certain, so now I wait. The shadow will soon engulf me. Whatever Bloodmoon Island might become, know what it once was, a temple of hope and healing. I pray this is how you remember us. Archivist Larry Sydow, maybe? Okay, and then let's read this. Tales of the Seven Gods. The Seven Gods are still young. I'm pretty sure that we read this before. Okay, and then this is the same book again. Okay. Right, so that's all of that done. Then we shall use our spirit vision. Maybe he doesn't actually have spirit vision. Oh, he's missing a lot of stuff. Because I changed the skills, didn't I? So he now can't use a lot of this stuff. Requires 2 warfare. Now we can use that one. Okay. It's this stuff he can't do. Really? Oh, maybe because I took it off and then put it back on. Okay, so chicken. Okay, Shamrock Cloak. Oh, these ones as well. Okay. Let's summon your Fire Slug. Forced Exchange. Chain Lightning. Epidemic of Fire. Fire a cursed flame which will fork on impact up to 5 times. Or this one. Exchange vitality. Yeah, let's get that. Okay. And is there anything that we'd really like that he hasn't got equipped now? Yes. These 2. Actually, these 3. So let's see. Don't really use you. I'm sure you're useful, but we don't really use you. You're nice, but you're not necessary. Okay, so that's what we'll do for the moment. May change it up, and then we should also check on you. Yeah. You basically got everything that you can, so you're fine. Now, let's Spirit Vision. And then let's have a chat with you.
The spirit urgently passes a hand across the spines, whispering each tome's title as she comes across it.
No, it isn't here. This isn't possible.
What is it you're looking for?
You and my sister, help me find it. There is little time.
Let's play along. There's a copy of Spirits and Spectres just right there.
This is no time for pranks, my friend. The Doctor's arrogance may end us all. He has released a dark presence upon us. It must never sing the taming. The hymnals must be destroyed. And yet, I see no sign one was ever here. You must help me look.
Okay.
Her hands fan furiously across the tomes like a pianist's upon the keys.
Grave danger must await within these vaults.
You must be feverish. I can't explain why you seem so ignorant, child.
Well, maybe because you're dead and you don't know it. You know, so who's kind of ignorant between the two of us?
I would not be surprised if sickness had spread across the Isle. The Doctor was surely ill to risk all that he's built here. Now be silent. Your questions vex me, and I have no time for idle chatter.
She hushes you with an index finger held to your lips and continues her search.
Okay, let's be on our way. Okay, so next time we're going to go behind here and see what the deal is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So as always, if you've enjoyed, please consider hitting that like button, sharing with a friend or two, or on your favorite social media. And I really hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.